Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 4 versus 4 on the Forbidden Jungle. Playing on Team 1 as the Harlequins, we've got Peachy Band. We've got Ohm playing as the Necrons. We've got Tiger Shark playing as the Death Guard. And we've got Zen Monster X3D playing as the Imperial Fists. Whereas on Team 2, playing as the Space Wolves, we've got Womp Womp. We've got Mortis playing as the Raven Guard. We've got Dimdol playing as the Shogun Guard. And we've got Campaign playing as the Steel Legion. It's a big boy map, this. Makes me think of a 4v4 variant of the Mortalis map. Got lots of juicy bits in the middle. And everyone's just on their own little space with a relic to share between two players. So it'll be interesting to see which player goes for which relic. I assume the Imperial Fists will go for the relic over yonder. Whereas, I'll be honest, I know bugger all about the Harlequins. I never ever see them. I assume they're going to do some stuff. So maybe Necrons, because they've got lots of relic units that they can have access to. Steel Legion, they'll probably get some stuff going on there, because they could now deep strike them in tanks, which is pretty gnarly. And the Raven Guard, I don't know. I mean, Space Wolf, now you probably have the hardest time taking up. Although you've now got some serious economy that you could play with, so you might actually be able to see these guys going about some wicked and foul business as the game goes afoot. On this map as well, these forward players will be the ones that will be bearing the brunt of the most damage. Steel Legion are more than happy to engage in that kind of fighting, considering that they are an Imperial faction, and early game defending is what they do and what they do best. Lieutenant Colonel coming out, and actually, if you've all got new models, let's have a quick ganders at you. Oh my goodness, it's got a little safety thing on, just to remind you of like, yep, don't double in, get your hand on that, because you might do yourself an owie, which is the last thing you want to do. Oh, Skyweaver, yep, okay, so you're going to go for quick plumbing jet bikes. Yep, that's the one build order that I know for the Harlequins to do. Already got one out. And there were some plague bearers. Oh no, there are some plague bearers. You're coming out. And plague zombies. So just exclusive demon-y stuff going on here. Quite slow and lumbering. Once they get into close combat, they do a fair bit of damage. Got the Takan warriors in support for the Steel Legion. As the... Oh dear. These Primaris Scout Marines have got to run quickly as they can away from these green, mean so-and-so's. Skyweaver easily able to take on a unit of dudes by himself. But even though they've got vehicle armor, still relatively vulnerable. Got some Necron warriors coming over. Provide some supporting fire. Oh, we've got some guys over here killing the other dudes inside. Lieutenant Colonel going to try and see if they can get some pot shots off at them, but that is a lot. That's a lot of Skyweavers. What did you cost? We don't know, but you've got to be cheap if you're able to get this amount out ASAP. I assume some trench turrets might be the way forward here. Plague Bearer has been brought into the fold. Tunnel Shogun going to slap those guys on the backside there. Primaris Scout's going to see if they can do anything on this side as well, but no, dear oh dear. That is 5 Skyweavers, each doing 50 to 60. Oh, sorry, not there. 30 to 35 range damage each. Very quickly. If anything, they're just taking behind to... Oh no, you are not a plumbing turret. You are just a relay station. It's an attempt to get into tier 2. Over here, there's nonsense. Lots of plague bearers and zombies in the mix. Got a good amount of Grey Slayers. When they get stabbed by a plague zombie, they do take a little bit of damage over time. Also got the Wolf Lord. I do believe that you guys have got new models as well. Look at him, he's a handsome... I mean, what's his name? Maui from that film about the woman and the ocean. Moana, that's what it's called. I know my Disney films. Necron Lord is in here too. Doing what he can. Lieutenant Colonel, look at him go. He's just one man. No superhuman engineering going on there. No special weapons. That's what I like about the Steel Legion and other guardsmen factions. Just a couple of guys doing their best. Look, he's even doing it. Well, we almost did it until these guys scared him away. In the middle, we've just got the Nagel cultists capturing everything. There's all the Death Guard party here. The Pioneers running forth, their little lights on their heads. They're being very patient while waiting for that There we go, the Space Marines of the Imperial Fist variety. We do have some lads teleporting in from the Space Wolves. The Iron Priest on either side. Flamers now on the Grey Slayers. No morale to break on these Plague Bearers, but I assume, yep, fire is pretty dull, right, against Demon Armor. I think. Look at that flame effect. Gorgeous. Gorgeous little particles on there. These Plague Bearers are just being able to reinforce themselves. No problem whatsoever. Skyweavers making themselves a nuisance, but there is a heavy bottle turret down here, soon to be upgraded to a missile turret. Some nice thinking from Mortis here. Nice thinking indeed. One Skyweaver going down. And just seeing on the Grey Knights, not Grey Knights, you are Space Wolves. And you have seemed to have defended yourself quite aptly by Mara Scouts with some missile launchers here as well. Look at the Space Wolves. You've never seen them more aggressive before in your life. A valid faction now. They're going to steal some scrap while they're at it. Giving them the old gypsy high five. As the Wolf Lord slices down a boy or two. Flamers on everyone there. Just fire everywhere. Feels like we're watching a Salamanders game here. And morale being broken. Space Wolves not backing down here. But keep your eye on those Tech Marines. They do a lot of damage. Inside the base, just still same old story for the Steel Legion. Doing their best against the Plague Bearers, but they've just got an insane amount of health per model. Point blank refusing to die. That Demon Armor also really helping them. Steel Legion traditionally have difficulty taking on units with Demon Armor, as they don't have that much in the way of anti-demon stuff, but I don't know whether that is still the case here. These lads inside, and do amazing damage. As you know, you do alright. You're doing alright considering you're just armed with oversized butter knives. Oh, we've got some Plague Zombies as well. I'm stuck in the thought there were Nerglings. That would have been cute. No Nerglings for you, young man and old woman. But Trojan's turret's been set up by the Pioneers. Necrons not quite fancying getting involved here. Not quite getting involved at all. Grey Slayers, no option but to come back home. See if they can defend stuff. But very quickly these Iron Priests are able to repair stuff. I suppose there are a couple doing it. All Grey Slayers. Yeah, one thing about the Space Wolves is that a lot of their units, they do teleport in, so plenty of supporting capacity. It would be ideal to have these guys on the back lines, actually. That would have helped them a lot. Hey ho, such the way things need. What are you doing? Are you just... Oh, right, you've just gone for a Tribulation Mound. And you're just ignoring all normal human stuff. Doing exclusively demons. It's not often you see that. The Death Guard player. Grenade's been used. Keep these guys at bay. Inside the centre. One Trojan turret has been taken down by the Necron Lord. There's a second one. Do have some Immortals on the back lines. Should be able to snipe out a Trojan turret if they are left to their own devices, but that is a lot of human stuff to cut through. Lieutenant Colonel, back to full health. Oh, and you've now got a mace. Is that an upgrade? Oh, that's a Thunder Mace. Pretty cool. Listening posts for the Death Guard, armed with their Plague Belchers. Or Plague Spews, whatever you call those weapons. Do a good amount of damage against infantry. Effectively akin to a Flamer. It's a bit grosser. Landspeeder, Storms, being with some multi-melters on the go. That's going to cut through the listening posts. Better than anything else. Double Space Marines in the middle. And yet these guys, they're not planning to attack, they're just happy just to stay in the middle. If they can deny that relic, they're more than happy to do that. Over on this side, Tekkan Warriors, not sure what they're doing. What? Not sure. Let me say that again. Not sure what they're doing. Doing something. Space Wolves being very aggressive here. Also been flanked as well. They're now in the middle. And what are you guys doing? Oh dear, don't think you were A moved. You were just moved on over. That's very unfortunate. They'll lose 2 whole squads of Imperial Fist there. Dear oh dear. Also about to lose a listening post as well. Tech Marine falls down. Someone's got to come over and save Zen Monster X3D. Vin Diesel will come out,
now, sir.
as well as a couple of Siege Marines.
Awaiting orders.
Necron warriors unable to really hold on against all these lads. Now that the Trojans have got their las cannons out, the vehicles that come over will be in a bit of a bind. The Khan warriors enraging themselves. Need to get involved in close combat. John Cena Beam comes down over here. Not quite covering these legionaries over on the left hand side. Very unfortunate. Space Wolves continue to push on in. Vin Diesel about to come out, 78%. Can he do it on his own? Something tells me not. Anyone coming to support him? Any friends? Nope, but we do have the Harlequins being a nuisance. They've got their venoms. And what were you? You wear a bike of some description. Now you're dead. Can't be anything when you're dead. Armada Scout Marines with their sniper rifles. Not sure how effective they're going to be against Plague Zombie Horde. They are infiltrated. What are you? There. Oh, you're a glitchling. F is a glitchling. Oh, it's dead now. I've seen a glitchling before. Did Vin Diesel survive? That's my question. Nope, Vin Diesel did not survive. Are you rebuilding? You are rebuilding. There we go, fortifying over here. But do you have the recruitment built? No, well, you see, there's no point of reinforcing if you've got no buildings left. Dear oh dear. 3 versus 4. Managed to clear out this area though. So I missed out on something important there. The White Seer. Bringing a load of spaff. Cover the boys. It's not what they're into. Yeah, in my defence, my map awareness has been pretty good over the past couple of games, so I'm allowed to have one fur part every now and then. I'll be still gentle frame rate. White Seers running away. As the scouts, massive scouts actually, like Dark Angels 2.0 here, with bigger scouts I guess. The Necrons won't be able to push too far forward with those snipers on. Got the Stern Guard veteran squad over here as well. A few things organised and sweet as the Space Wolves continue their never-ending march and push. What a turn up here. It's nice to see that faction for so long poo-pooed as not a viable faction now being able to actually take part in stuff. Foul Blightspawn, got a maximum limit of 1 these days, as far as I'm aware. Dreadnoughts got down, but oh my goodness, I've never seen you before. Scorpec Destroyers. What a fantastic addition. Not know that you were added to the game. I mean, it looks like you're going to die before you do anything useful, but that's okay, I'll take it, baby. I will take it. Guys that are built to kill, got no hands, all a blade. Lost the scouts as well. Rise attempting to get involved into stuff, but they're not quite able to do much. Necrons throwing away a lot of material there. Just to try and hold these guys off as best they can. Also got Lieutenant Colonel, now with his Ogren bodyguard. He was a bit of a beast before, he's now certainly more of a beast now. Rafe Walker, little dudes on a Doctor Robotniking, on the shoulders of giants. My goodness, this guy, Lieutenant Colonel, just doesn't care. He's still alive against all the odds. Here we go with some more. Oh, do you go invisible now? Yes, you do. After a while, you begin to send here. All your stuff goes invisible, so they're able to bring stuff over here and start reinforcing. And the push continues as a beautiful concave of units occupy the centre. Thought that the Dreadnought over here was also temporarily stealthed. Quite interesting. The Monolith for here. Explosive nonsense on the left hand side of that Monolith as well. It's going to be a hard push up. The team over yonder, Space Wolf on, seem to be quite comfortable in this situation. Throwing away more plague zombies. Look at the speed that they can run, but will die very quickly. Start pooling your resources. Mind you, Erm's got some decent units out. Peachy band with the White Seers. Seem to be doing all that much. Great Harlequin as well. And they showed us here all the elite HQ units here. But charging them into no man's land, yeah, I don't think it's going to do you any favours. Not sure what that staff does. I'm sure it's useful in some regard. But actually, they're breaking the morale of everyone. And then jumping back into the war. So that's something right there. The old hit and run, what the Harlequins love best. Plenty of Necrons over here. And we've got some cultists now capturing this. I do quite like this, actually. Surprised that the Space Wolves didn't do their own capping of that stuff. They're actually just standing around over on this side, not pushing too far in. So you're Nerglings. So what were the glitchlings then? Huh. You know in the comments, please let us know. What's the difference? Locust Lord Destroyer attempting to capture some lads, I imagine. The Storm Monolith jumped straight in the middle, not sure if this is a wise move. Monoliths aren't the tankiest of vehicles, but they're able to absorb all the damage here. Some shots in. Here comes the air fleet there. Being killed very... Oh, right, no, you're all kamikazing into the Storm Monolith, right. Well, that's one way to break apart the Blackstone of a Necron Monolith. And just casting things to the wind, although we do have some Mockingbirds. Remarkably powerful vehicles. Legionnaires trying to reposition themselves. Got Slender... Oh, this woman, Veil Walker, make it look like a gay pride festival. And everyone's invited, but these guys don't seem to be too keen on it. Laughing God. Turning some of the guys against each other, I imagine. It's got that ability. There we go. Also prevents them from reinforcing or upgrading themselves. Well, it does one or the other. Yeah, well, you know what? I didn't think that was going to be a winning assault, but turns out all you got to do is believe, boys and girls. All you got to do is believe. Have a couple of Mockingbirds and just these redonkulous commander units from the Harlequins. Here comes a push on this side. Double Desecrators. The whole smog spawn of Nerglings kind of blocking the Plague Havoc's ascent. Teleporting Plague Zombies. Well, not teleporting, some burrowing lads. And actually, this is looking a bit scary for the Space Wolves here. Some lightning. Very, very frightening. Not sure who he's coming from. Desecrators. Keeping these guys occupied in close combat will prevent the melter guns from firing. There are a couple of extra squads with more melter guns there. Does not seem... I mean, it was a very good effort. Looked terrifying for a little while. Not quite strong enough to pull on through. Doom Scythe riding on high. The Fortress of Arrogance has been blinded by the Necron Lord. Even Commissar Yao with a big red eye can't focus through that green haze. Over here we do have some... Oh, they're just full-blown flanking them. What are you firing at? What are you? You are Solitaire. Oh dear. As far as I'm aware, in the lore, Solitaires are meant to be like super duper powerful Harlequins, aren't they? You can just tell, it's just morale's been broken everywhere. Jumping at everyone. Well, this is... Dare I say, I haven't seen, like I say, I haven't seen much of Harlequins, but this is kind of making me want to see a bit more of them. We've got these kinds of endgame lads and lasses to their roster. Pretty cool. Wrath of Meow, however one pronounces that word. throwing as much ice as they can. All death and sadness. War walkers doing what they can against the fortress of arrogance, and actually it's taking a fair bit of damage. White Seers as well, being surrounding the Eternal Shogun. Oh, these guys made me think of the... Oh, I can't remember what they're called, but if you've ever read The Legend of Druss by David Gemmell, those dudes in there that can see the future, fighting white robes. What a book that was. If you've not read that, I highly recommend it. One of the first fantasy, well, blur fantasy novels I ever read. Was about maybe 13 when I was read that. Epic novel. But anything from David Gemmell is just amazing. We now have the Stormclaw Terminator squads. This is probably like the most high tier Space Wolf game we've ever casted on the channel. We've got the Plague Bears crawlers firing away, as well as some, what do you call, possessed marines coming forward. And what a dogged defense from the Death Guard. I suppose it's no an offense at this point. An offensive defense, or defensive offense. Take your pick. Got the long fangs over here. Firing away, and the Steel Legion, Tekkan lads, moving on forward. The Restored Monolith, oh dear, you're in the exact same position as before. Now you're being punched by some Assault Centurions. A couple of Dreadnoughts coming out. Doomside has taken down the Triarch Praetorians and a Subspace Spire. Could potentially get some relics, 1 to 2, or relic units if they had the relic. Space Wolves aren't dying, man. Not dying. Is the Slaughter still here? No, you are Veil Walker. Oh, a different person. Person entirely. Zombie's been taken out. And this is looking very deadly, scary. Wolf Priest in Terminator armor. And they're about to teleport straight on in. I assume. Yes, you may. Never mind. Coming on over here, we are seeing Plague Zombies killing stuff. Necron Nordos taking out one of those ammunition bunkers. 3 versus 4, they're putting on a very good fight. Very good fight indeed. Mockingbird unable to do much more. These guys are glowing green for whatever reason. Probably just because they feel like it. It ain't easy being green. It ain't easy being cheesy neither. More things thrown down upon the ground. Iron Priest stealing all the scrap he can. Just look at these Terminator models actually. Let me just have a quick snag at you. Oh wait. Kind of shoulders that I want to climb on top of. Oh, that's Stormclaw Terminator Chaplain dude. Look at the beat on him. I mean, sadly this is low graphical quality. It's a 4 vs 4, but you know what? I'm going to make a request. Anyone who's got any 1v1 Space Wolves game, I guess priority for me. I want to see more of these guys in a 1v1 scenario. I'd reckon that now that they've got like potential in a 4 vs 4, then maybe in a 1 vs 1 they might be able to perform equally as well. But yeah, the Harlequins. Oh no, the Harlequins still alive. Somewhere. Ah, you over here. And whoever was here, the Necrons, they're dead. Death Guard are on their way out as well. So, if anything, it was just unfortunate that the... If anything, it was probably the very moment that the game was won by the Southern team. It was when the Imperial Fist accidentally didn't air move their dudes over here, but just walked them into a pack of Space Wolves. Which happens to the best of us from time to time. And there's a million things going on. It's a very impressive display from the Death Guard player. And actually, yeah, from the Harlequin player as well. Yep, Space Wolves versus Harlequins, that's what I want to see next. Double whammy of factions that didn't really see a lot of love before. Space Wolves from the actual game mechanical side of things. Harlequins for the player side of things, never really saw people play them. Probably because of, in my humble opinion, the reason why no one plays them. Look at this UI! It's disgusting. I could play as these guys. Just because, I mean, you're losing all this vision. Like anyone else, look at all the extra bits you can see. It's not super bright as well. Should be a victory condition to be able to turn that off. But hey ho. I'm not in charge. I don't get to decide what's going on. For good reason. Good reason indeed. Oh, Shadow Seer. I'm trying to run to happier times. Got my walking stick on the gut. Actually not taking that much damage. Actually out regenning all the incoming damage. Well, good on you, sister. Good on you indeed. How long that will last? No, there we go. She's committed. She's decided, you know what? There's no point in this life anymore. I'm done. Oh, there's going to be a jester coming for that. What are you? You are... Solitaire. In fact, yeah, really quickly, before everyone dies, let me indulge myself here. Just to confirm, what exactly do you do? Has no soul stone, so in death their soul will be consumed by the Chaos God Slanesh. Can embrace the something ability to gain temporary invulnerability, damage boost when near death. She struggles to escape the devouring of her soul. Fair enough. Fair enough indeed. So, I mean, that's a bit sad. I suppose that's where they get their power from. Knowing that their soul will be tortured by Slanesh for the entirety of their life. But, that's part and parcel. Being a solitaire. Oh, you are! Come in. Someone, you've got a helmet, a lovely lock of, a lovely full head of hair, which is not a standard thing for many Space Marine commanders. That was just a case of trying to kill and exterminate the remainders of the Harlequins. And the game is over. And that is, you know what? I'm not watching this. I'm not watching. Oh no, never mind. The moment I say, you know what? I've had enough of watching the Harlequins being hunted down. The game ends there, so very cool stuff. Very cool stuff indeed. Do you mind being so loud? Thank you very much. So yeah, thank you so much, boys, for sending the game into the Discord. If you want a spot channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you once a game a week. And there is also a Discord, where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. My name's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never chop. Now, see you in a bit. Peace.